Hey, and welcome back to this week's video. I'm excited to talk with you today about curing analysis paralysis. I see this a ton in the plant-based space, okay? There's so much information out there and it's wonderful, and I highly encourage researching everything you can get your hands on, everything that strikes your interest and your excitement for this information, because it is powerful, life-changing stuff. But I want to help you if you are kind of noticing that you are forever learning but never doing. And if you're not really quite sure why you're not acting on the things you've learned, or if you've tried and you've failed and you're just having a hard time moving forward, then this video is for you. If this is your first time seeing the videos, I do these every single week inside my YouTube channel and my private Facebook group. They are both called Healthy Living with Danielle Dinkelman. I'm a national board certified health and wellness coach, and I'm a plant-based nutrition educator. And I do these videos every single week. I love sharing some thoughts, some tips, and some strategies that you can use to improve your health in a very healthy, very sustainable way. So let's dive into analysis paralysis. First of all, I want to take you behind the scenes for a moment. I have been a practicing health and wellness coach for going on 3 to 4 years now, and it's amazing to come side by side with another human being that has real struggles and real frustrations. And I can tell you I've learned a lot from just the variety of people I've worked with, and it's been such a blessing. I want you to know that, first of all, just like I tell my clients, I'm also going to tell you it's okay to be in research mode. That is one of the stages of change. It's one of the things we have to do before we're ready to take action, and that's okay. There's a mountain of behavior change research behind this, and it's really okay. It's okay to study it out. It's okay to think about it. The problem is when we stay there perpetually and we don't take steps forward. So that's why I'm doing this video today. If you feel like you fit that description, that you've been researching this long enough, and for all intents and purposes, you should be able to move forward, but you just can't seem to do it, then this is definitely for you. So I've got a few things to share with you. First of all, to get out of this analysis paralysis, to really start moving forward, I want to give you permission to, instead of setting a goal, think about it as setting up an experiment. You know, Yoda in Star Wars is famous for saying, "There is no try, there is only do." It's really cute saying, but I don't always agree with it. Sometimes, as a careful, cautious human being, we need to feel safe in order to move forward, and that's okay, especially when we're talking about health and wellness goals. So I give you permission to try. You don't have to just dive in and do. You don't have to put yourself up for basically a pass or fail sort of situation. Set up an experiment. Tell yourself, I'm just going to try X, Y, and Z. All right, so that's my first tip. My second tip is it's okay to make your action small. It's okay to take small steps. Baby steps in health and wellness get a really bad rap. I think it's one of our most powerful tools, though. You can do small but mighty things for your health and wellness, especially if they're done consistently over time. But sometimes we hesitate to dive into action mode, and we get stuck in research and analysis mode when it doesn't really feel safe to step out there and say, I'm gonna do this. It's kind of this go big or go home, this all or nothing mentality that doesn't really serve us in our health and wellness goals. So I invite you to leave that on the shelf and just say, it's okay for me to feel safe moving forward with a baby step. Okay, an example of this, I've shared this many times, and I'm going to keep sharing it because I think all too often we set ourselves up for unrealistic expectations. If you want to go 100% whole food plant-based, don't do it overnight. Don't do it in 1 month. Set a smaller goal. So a small step toward that goal would be, hey, I am going to try whole food plant-based breakfasts. Okay, just start there. You don't have to overhaul your entire way of eating. Start with one meal. It's one of the best ways that I've seen my clients be successful in taking small steps toward that bigger goal of becoming completely whole food plant-based. So I invite you to try that. Third tip for you today. This is a big one. It's subtle and it's overlooked a lot. And I use this a lot with my coaching clients, and it seems to just help take the anxiety and the pressure off when we are stepping into a new goal. And that is putting a time container around it. It's okay to say, you know what, this thing I'm going to try, this thing that is a small step, I'm going to just try it this week. Or maybe I'm just going to try it for the next 2 weeks. It's okay to put a time container around it, because what that does is it takes this big thing for your brain and it makes it smaller, makes it more digestible, makes it less scary and overwhelming. And then at the end of that week, or the end of those 2 weeks, whatever container you choose, you can set the intention that, hey, at the end of this week, I'm going to sit down either with my journal or with my coach, and I'm going to talk about what worked and what didn't work and how I'm going to move forward and what's my next step. That's the key, is just continuing to move forward. But it's okay to put an initial container around it before you decide what you're going to do next. Totally okay. All right, hopefully that's starting to feel a little more doable. And hopefully this is helping you maybe think that you can get out of research mode and analysis paralysis and move forward. One last thought for you as you set up these experiments, as you be okay with setting small steps, and as you put a time container around it, I'm gonna give you one really powerful insight. This comes from a book called Change Anything, and they have coined this phrase that they say, use bad days as good data. Okay, even a failed experiment, let's think about this as a scientist in a lab, even a quote unquote failed experiment is still useful to a scientist. Why is that? It's because they still got data, they still got information, they know what doesn't work. Okay, process of elimination is one of the best ways to solve a problem. And our health and wellness is really no different. We can, if we're brave enough, if we're okay to fall on our face, if we're okay to look honestly at the things that did and did not work, especially the ones that didn't, we tend to run away from those. But those are the exact things that we want to look right in the face and ask, yeah, that's interesting, that didn't work. I wonder why that is. Be curious, be objective, even be scientific about it. This is not a reflection on who you are as a person. This is not, when you fail, it does not make you a failure. It just means the plan didn't work. So let's adjust the plan. All right, so this is the sort of work I do with my clients. It's so rewarding, it's so powerful. It creates so much momentum for people that feel stuck. So you can learn more about coaching with me by going over to danielledinkelman.com. There's a button there, you can reach out, we can set up a free call and discover if health and wellness coaching would be a good fit for the goals you're going after right now. So in the meantime, come find us on Facebook, join the Facebook group, subscribe on YouTube. We would love to have you join the community. And you know, it's okay to take these things a step at a time. And it's okay to get out of that research mode. It's safe, you can move forward, you've learned enough, and it's time to move forward. So take those small steps, and I wish you all the luck in the world. Until we see you again, take care.